So it's raining and cold out there today, and as much as I'd like to barbecue, I'm gonna do my traditional ribs, which would probably be like my grandma would cook. And I'm gonna do them in the oven in a pan. I've cut the ribs in small pieces. These are back ribs, pork back ribs, and coated each piece with olive oil. Now I'm gonna proceed to put a bunch of spices and seasonings and make this taste really, really good. Here's my lineup. I've got ginger, Chinese 5-spice, garlic powder, smoked paprika, LA Grill, Montreal steak spice. Doesn't matter what kind you use. I might even put a bit of Italian on there. Onion powder, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, and there's the olive oil I used. It doesn't matter what kind you use. And I'm not going to put a lot of these. I'm going to put a little bit of everything. And when they're cooked, then you can put some really good barbecue sauce on it. So I'm going to get these ready and show you what they look like just before we put them in the oven. So the way I like to do the spices is I'll just put a little bit of everything into a bowl. And remember, you don't want to overdo it because there's some pretty strong flavors here. So we'll go about half a tablespoon of garlic, a little bit of Chinese 5-spice, smoked paprika, a little bit of Italian because I like to try everything. And it's fun when you eat it after you're trying to figure out all those flavors that are in there. A little bit of onion powder goes everywhere. Remember, this is all, this is real country cooking, backwoods camp cooking, whatever you want to call it, but it would be the kind of ribs that Grandma would cook because they're going to cook in the oven. I have the oven preheated, or it's preheating at 350. As I get this mixed up, I'll sprinkle it on, and then we'll add liquid ingredients. Now the spices are all mixed together. I take a handful like this and I just sprinkle it on each piece. Make sure they got a pretty good coating. And don't worry, after these cook for a while, the flavors will blend right in really well. Now we'll put a bit of soy sauce on each piece, a little Worcestershire sauce, and if you want, you can put a little bit of mustard. Always comes out funny that way, don't it? And do each layer like that, and we'll be right back. All my layers are down, all the flavors are on, the spices are there. Now, here comes the finale, and I'm going to add some cola to these ribs. And depends on the cola that you're using. You can put a little bit on there just so it doesn't wash everything off. It will actually make the meat a lot more tender and add that sweetness. Now, I'm going to put the lid on this guy and we're going to put it in the oven for at least 2 hours, but I usually leave them go for 3 hours, and they will be so tender they'll fall off the bone. See you later.